Welcome to CANINE Frequency, space led by canine educators, where you will learn to understand and train your dog in a respectful way. This is Union Canina Training School, expressing behavior, emotional management, and canine language. Exploring the canine connection, origins, relationships, and responsible ownership. Hello everyone! Today we will begin talking about the origin of dogs. It is crucial to understand where dogs come from, to understand how their mind works. Many of you may already know that dogs haven't always been the animals we know today. They have evolved over the years and have been modified through selective breeding by humans through history. The first contact between ancient dogs and humans is believed to have occurred during the transition from nomadism to sedentarism when humans began establishing small stable communities. However, as new research emerges, this information may vary. In our book, we discuss some of these interesting studies conducted by Lauren Franz or Pat Chipman. The point is that something brought us together. It wasn't just the instinct for survival, but our relationship went beyond that due to the emotional and social aspects we share with these animals. Cooperation made us stronger. Having an ally, like the ancient dog, provided us with essential technology for our survival support on hunting, protecting a space, transporting objects, and even keeping us warm on the coldest days. The relationship between dogs and humans has always been collaborative and based on mutual respect. Therefore, we don't understand why many training techniques today are based on generating pain and fear in dogs to subdue them and make them obey. How far have we come? At what point have we become so cruel and egocentric as to mistreat such a wonderful species that has provided us with help and protection for thousands of years? Do you think our human ancestors used force with wild animal to gain its assistance? Do you believe an animal that fears you is eager to collaborate with you? What I see here is an animal cooperating with no choice. It has entered a state of learned helplessness. I'll share a real case, a family situation that has helped me grow with essential and beautiful values such as respect and empathy. I grew up in a close contact with nature. My grandparents had chickens, rabbits, and other animals. I remember my grandfather telling me to handle the chickens with care, explaining that if I didn't, they would stop laying eggs. He told me that a mistreated and constantly stressed animal has no desire to help, feels defeated, and becomes inhibited. How right and wise his words were. Therefore, if you want a healthy relationship, not only with your dog but with any animal, put yourself in their shoes and avoid breaking the trust that connects you. Now, let's read a question from our listeners that will generate much debate. You'll see. It says, hello, I would like to have another dog. Currently, I already have one, but I'm not sure if it's a good idea since I live in an apartment and don't have a garden. What do you think? For a long time, there has been a myth that a dog is not happy if it lives in an apartment or a house without a garden. The truth is that a dog happiness does not depend on whether you have a yard or not, but on many other things. In fact, many people believe that having a garden means they don't need to take the dog for a walk. We completely debunk this. If we meet our dog's basic needs, it doesn't matter if it lives in a house with a garden or without. So, what are these basic needs, the foundation for making our dog stable? It needs to have a daily routine of physical exercise appropriate to its age and breed. For example, puppies require specific exercises. It also needs good health both clinically and in terms of hygiene. Nutrition is also crucial. we recommend consulting a canine nutritionist and avoiding low nutrient range dog foods. And something often overlooked by many people, meeting the mental and sensory needs of dogs, from social interaction to olfactory development or species specific activities. To help you in this aspect, you can start by researching which breed or breeds make up your dog and what they were created for. This will give you many clues about its genetic predisposition. Once you know the latent impulses of each breed, you will understand its behavior much better, and therefore you can adapt your daily life to help its mental balance. Returning to the question from our listener, we want to reflect a bit to explain why, no matter how big the garden is, the dog still needs to go for a walk. Unfortunately, we recently experienced a pandemic situation that forced us to stay at home. For several days, we couldn't go outside, and even with many distractions Netflix, video games, computer, Instagram we were all emotionally overwhelmed. Even people with a large garden found it insufficient, and what they wanted was to go out and walk because no matter how big the house was, it felt small if they couldn't move from there. This feeling of anguish, suffocation, constant stress, and anxiety is what dogs experience if they don't go out because they already have a large garden. Having said that, remember that whenever you need to help understanding your dogs better, you can turn a professional canine educator to help you. So, we've prepared some tips to help you choose the right professional. What should this chosen canine educator have to make the right choice? First of all, investigate the professional. What is his methodology? Is what they say consistent with the material they use? Ask about their work process. Make sure they don't use tools that could cause pain to the animal. Some false professionals often excuse themselves by saying that these materials won't hurt the animal, that they imitate the mother's bite, that they are only for control. It is a lie. This material is designed to inhibit and therefore cause physical or emotional pain to the dog. Not a question. Do they regularly update their knowledge or are they stagnant? It is crucial that they stay updated with knowledge and not stop learning because they seem to know everything. Have clear objectives, and what the professional recommends should be justified. Never apply techniques without understanding what you are logically doing. Look for a transparent process where you feel comfortable sharing how you feel and explaining confidently what is happening. Remember that you, the dog's guide, is an essential part of the therapy, so not taking it into account is a big mistake. And that's all for today. We look forward to seeing you in the next Canine Frequency podcast. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you soon with more canine information. Goodbye!